Good morning, student. Today I am here to explain you Social Study of class 5th, lesson 20, major occupations in India industries. I am going to read and explain this lesson. Nature has given us so many resources, but we cannot use most of them unless they are processed. Industries are the centers where we manufacture useful products from raw material after processing them. For example, clothes is made from cotton, sugar from sugarcane, machines and utensils from iron and aluminum. We use all the raw material, all the natural things to develop or to make or create those things into a finished good or into a products, and to complete these raw material into goods we use industries, we need machineries, humans. Okay, so where these things raw material are converted or being made or developed into finished goods or products, in that place is called industries. There are different types of industries in India that convert the raw material into finished goods. Objectives of industrial policy. Following are the objectives of the industrial policy: to maintain a sustained growth in productivity, to enhance gainful employment, to achieve optimal utilization of human resources. Optimal means most favorable option, to attain international competitiveness, to transform India into a major partner and player in the gold arena. These are the objectives of the industrial policy. By these things, by these rules, they are going to run their industries. Now, factor required to set up industries. The search for industrial development began soon after independence in 1947. The economic reforms started in 1991. The industrial policy has been continuously liberalized over the year. Following factors are required to set up an industry: raw materials, machines, latest technology, power, skilled and unskilled labor, finance, transport, facilities and market. These are the things which required by the factory to make the product and to sell the product into the market. These are the steps they required to set up an industries. These are the important things. First you take a raw material, then you need machine to make the raw material into a fine product, then you need the latest technology to make new things, then you need the power, electricity and the skillful and unskillful labors. Okay, then after that you need money. This is the most important thing. You have to need the money, the investment, how much you invest in your industries. This is now the transport. When you make the products, when you make the goods, you have to take these goods to the wholesaler and to the marketplaces. Okay, and after that, to sell these things you need a good market also. Now we study about types of industries. We have cotton industries, small scale industries, large scale industries. Cotton industries are the industries where few people work and make things at home with simple tools and produce goods like handlooms, shoes, shawls, blankets and toys, etc. It is called a cottage industries. It requires minimum resources and investment. And in these cottage industries, maximum 10 to 15 or 20 workers or laborers are being working in this industries. Second is small scale industries. When more people work in small factories and use small machines and produce goods like hosieries, garments, utensils, plastic goods, tools and small machines, it is called a small scale industry. It requires more resources, investment and manpower than cottage industries. In cottage industries we only man-made things are being used, small tools are used to make goods, but in small scale industries maximum 100 to 200 or 300 peoples are being used to make that goods, and they are the people who are working in the small scale industries are also used small machines to make those goods. Now another industry is large scale industries. In a large scale industries, use machines with the latest technology and heavy investment are required. It also requires hundreds of workers along with engineers and technicians. Textile, iron and steel, cements, automobile industries, railway engines, coach factories, ships, buildings and oil refineries, etc. are examples of the large scale industries. So in this area, in this industry, thousands of people are working, and huge amount of goods are being produced, and huge machines are being used to develop these goods products. So the large scale industries are generally located in areas connected to major business centers. They are found in the area where raw material and sources of power are easily available. Iron and steel, cotton, textile, woolen textile, etc. are the large scale industries of India. On the basis of the types of raw materials, industries are divided into two categories like agro-based industry and mineral-based industries. Means where the products are being easily the raw materials, especially the raw material, are easily being found or provided. They set up the industries over there only. Means if they want to set up an sugar factory, so sugar industries, so they find out the area where lots of area is covered with sugar canes. So sugar cane is the raw material of sugar, so they can easily be provided the sugar cane to make turn into sugar in those factories. So they have two types of industries, agro-based industries, mineral-based industries. Agro-based industries are these industries use agriculture product as raw material. For example, cotton, jute, sugarcane and oilseed, etc. are included in the category of the agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries that use minerals like iron ore, limestone, petroleum as raw material are included in the category of the mineral-based industries. Some agro-based industries are cotton textile, silk textile, woolen textile, jute mills, sugar mills. So these are the agro-based industries. In cotton textile, these mills are located mostly around Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Kolkata, Kanpur, Madurai, Bengaluru, Chennai, Coimbatore, Varanasi and Panipat. In silk textiles, mills are mostly located in Bengaluru, Mysore, Kanchipuram, Coimbatore, Surat, Murshidabad, Varanasi and Bhagalpur. Woolen textiles mills are mostly located in Amritsar, Ludhiana, Panipat, Kanpur, Mumbai, Mirzapur, Jamnagar and Srinagar. Now jute mills, most of the jute mills are located in and around Kolkata. The main center are Kolkata, Risra, Tiggara, Haroa and Nethati. Sugar mills, these are located in sugar cane producing states of Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, Punjab and Tamil Nadu. Some mineral based industries are iron and steel plants. Most of them are located near the coal and iron ore mining regions. Main centers are Jamshedpur, Belai, Bokaro, Durgapur, Rukla, Salem, Visakhapatnam and Brunpur. Railway equipment industries are located in Chittranjan, Varanasi, Kapurthala, Jamshedpur, Kolkata and Prembur. Automobile factories are located in Gurgaon, Pune, Chennai, Kolkata, Jabalpur, Jamshedpur, and Nasik. Electronic goods industries are located in Bangalore, Mumbai, Chennai, Coimbatore, Pune, Lucknow, Kolkata, Delhi, and Panchkula. Ships are built at the shipyard of Kochi, Viशाखापट्टनम, Mumbai, and Mormugao. Aeroplane manufacturing units are made in government-owned factories in Bangalore, Lucknow, Nasik, Hyderabad, and Koraput. India has made notable progress in the field of industries after independence. These industries are growing rapidly. Our trade has also increased due to these industries. These are providing employment to thousands of people. These are helping to increase the prosperity of our nation. Information technology industries, we can also called IT industries. The IT industry is getting new heights nowadays. Bangalore is its new hub. It has necessary infrastructure needed for the IT industries. Immense and large IT companies such as the Infosys, Tata Consultancy Services, TCS, IBM, Microsoft, Wipro, and Google have established their offices in Bangalore. The Electronic City and Software Technology Parks STP are here. Bangalore is also called the Silicon Valley of India. So student, I hope all of you understand the lesson. I hope you can study these lessons, go through it, and this is the last lesson of your final term syllabus. So take care, stay safe, and keep learning.